I want to bring in Darragh Grove-White. Darragh, you were an investor in FTX. You lost your money in the collapse. When you take a look at SBF, as he's called, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking he is probably guilty if his colleagues are both admitting to, the fraud wire charges. I mean, Carolyn Ellison, 110 years in prison, that is not nothing. So if what Connell says, as we were hearing earlier, there are similar charges, and he's very, very much likely on the line for this.
It doesn't sound like you're that bitter, though. I mean, some people would say, "Geez, I want him to spend 200 years in jail." The guy, it doesn't sound like that. There's that much bitterness in your voice when you talk about him.
No, and that's partially because like $200 or $300 isn't a lot of money to me. Okay, yeah. But I realized that I think he did mean well, but he very much screwed up. I mean, the way that they were keeping track of the accounting, double counting by the sound of it, from the Wall Street Journal's December 3rd interview.
Darragh, doesn't, you say he meant well. I mean, if you're lying to your customers about what is happening to their coins when in fact they're investing it, that's not meaning well. That's doing something very bad.
Yeah, 100%. But I mean, in terms of intent, this is probably something the judge has to figure out.
Yeah. He
for sure screwed up. He definitely dug himself a very big hole. I think the effect of altruism is, at least for me, I heard him talk about how it was, in a sense, a cover, that it was something to feed the media, the woke folks, so that they'd be less suspecting of his more potentially nefarious activities. But there's also a part of me that wants to believe in this effective altruism. Like, we want to believe in the good guys. So I'm kind of holding out that maybe he just really screwed up, despite the fact that he was in Jane Street trading. He was at MIT, got a physics degree. I mean, by all accounts, he's a smart guy.
He's a smart guy, but a lot of smart guys do bad stuff. I mean, that's the bottom line.
Yeah,
we've seen that on Wall Street. I'm just wondering if you're finished with crypto.
Oh, gosh, no. I mean, the fundamentals of cryptocurrency have only really got better since I got in 2018. There's more adoption than ever. There's more use cases than ever. There's more geopolitics that are going to be more reliant on cryptocurrencies to bypass sanctions and stuff like that.
So you are definitely a crypto diehard. I mean, there's no question about it. You lost some money with FTX, but you're going whole hog. I know other people who say the same thing. Even if I lost some money with FTX, I still believe in crypto, or at least in the blockchain technology. But I'll tell you, I would.
It's a tuition.
Yeah.
It's a tuition.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. You're not into it at all, I take it, David.
I'm not at all. I'm too old for crypto. I have to admit it right up front.
Fair enough.
So you're nice and young. Darragh Grove-White, good to see you. Glad you're not bitter about the whole thing too. Good stuff.